Good morning, everybody. It is Ruthie Rocks, and it is Wednesday. And as Aaron Mills told me, it is hump day. I guess that means we're in the middle, right? We're in the middle of the week. Wow, things are cooking in Las Vegas. Houses are selling. You know, the interesting thing about the homes that are selling, I don't think that's quite the right one, is it? Let's see. Is it? No. What happened to it? I hope you all do things live because it's a different experience. Anyway, we are selling. We are selling 38% of our homes that we are selling are under. Okay, come on, let's do this. Are 440 and under $440,000 and under. I panic here. There we go. So of the 7,288 homes that are single family on the market, we are selling 38% of them between 0 and 440,000, which is our median. And then if you look at the $1 million plus homes, they make up 10% of the active homes, and we're selling 5 a day. But the big numbers are 10% of the available homes, single family now, are million and up. 38% of the single family homes are 440,000 and under. So what happened to the rest of the 51 point something percent? Well, what happened is they're between 441,000 and 998,000. So there's a big chunk in there that's between 440 and 998, right? That's a huge chunk. So $500,000 homes, $600,000 homes, $700,000 homes. That's where they are in that's a big gap there. So anyway, just targeting your market. When you pick a farm, first of all, you should pick your neighborhood. We talk about that a lot. And then the second thing that you should do is once you have established yourself in that particular geographic area, then just kind of get legs and go to neighborhoods that are around that your home neighborhood, because people talk, people congregate, people see each other, and your social media reach will be increased, especially if you're going in and interviewing hostesses of restaurants or new stores that are coming up in your area. Remember, your goal is to become the mayor of your community that you are farming. And that is really the secret to success of so many realtors, especially the ones that are Buffiniites. Those Brian Buffini agents are making 10 times what the average real estate agent is making across the country. So there's 1.5 million agents, and a huge percentage of them are making 350,000 and over, and they happen to fall under the Buffiniite system, which is plant the seeds, harvest the seed, plant the seeds, nurture the seeds, and harvest those seeds. Those plants become buyers and sellers. So just so you know, there is a science to some of these things, and but once you know it, and it becomes very easy for you to do that. What else is going on here? Well, we still have 29% of our daily sales are to investors. And so people are coming here to buy homes. And why are they coming here to buy homes, or why are investors here buying homes? Well, because 8.4 people are moving here every hour, and that's 61,000 a month. And we're not selling that many homes, so they must be renting. And with these interest rates, the investors the investors are coming here because they know that people right now are having a hard time, especially first-time home buyers that normally rent first and then they buy, but they're staying in their homes longer because they can't afford to buy right now. So anyway, a lot of different parameters are going into those investor sales. So what are we talking about here today? We're talking about niche marketing. geographic targeting and niche marketing. So if you have your farm and then you start targeting these different markets, investors, perhaps there's your community would make a great uh, community for an investor. Maybe it's close to different amenities, which make renters want to live there. So, a lot of things to think about when you start your business plan for 2023, which hopefully you have all at least started it. Now, at the end of the month, Jimmy, Dag, and I are going to do the Be the CEO of Your Life, and we give you tactics and strategies to plan for 2023. There's so many ways to make a living in this business, but you have to target something. You have to have a plan, then you have to work the plan, and that's what we're going to talk about at the end of the month. But in the meantime, I give you tidbits all the time about, how to create your database, create your geographic farm and target market so that people find you and people want to buy from you. So the market here is not bad. We're doing 63 sales a day overall, and that includes $5 million homes. Actually, it dropped down to 4.5, but a little over 4.5. So we'll still say 5. It's still in the 5 range for the average daily sales for the year. And for the year, we're averaging 108 sales per day. Now that started out with a bang, right? And it's gone down. And we're down in November now to 63 sales per day. And that's 85 less than last year, same time. So, the holidays are here and Christmas is here and parties are going on, and people's budgets might be affected by these numbers that we're showing you, because we are selling 63 homes a day, and that's 85 less than last year. So if you say that there's a side to every deal, so 85 times 2, that's 170 agents that aren't getting paid this year that were getting paid last year daily. So hopefully you all are adjusting to this market and have a plan to get yourself out in front of people. And one of the things, segueing a little bit now to our social media strategy, one of the things that we continue to say is you need to have a Google business page. Very important. If there's 8 billion searches a day on Google, and over 40% of those are local, 46 I think is the number, are local searches, then you want to be part of that local pack. And you want to have a Google business page, and you want to create it properly, and you want it to be found by Google. And then there's several different ways that you can even advertise your Google business page, so that when people search for the best realtor in Las Vegas or realtor in Summerlin or whatever, wherever you're marketing, you want people to find you. And when they Google, realtor in Henderson, for instance, you want them to find you. And when they find you, you better have a Google business page so they do find you, and then it better be good. There's so many things that you can put in that Google business page, and it's a place where people can click on your website and go to your website, or go to you can put products there. A house is a product. For heaven's sakes, on the Google business page, you can advertise a product. And people might click on it and they might want to buy that particular house or a house in that price range. So a lot of different strategies are going on. And if you're not out there, you're going to be, one of those 170 agents that's maybe not doing a deal daily. So anyway, then one of the things that I've been getting into more and more is YouTube. And I've been talking about that for quite some time. Because YouTube, of course, guess who owns YouTube? Google does. And YouTube is one of the second search engines in the rankings. And YouTube is where people go to find out things. But now, life is changing on the YouTube front, because they're competing with Instagram, and Instagram is competing with TikTok. And so you've got these 3 major channels where you need to figure out, okay, where am I going to land? My suggestion is, get your Google business page, get your YouTube channel, and start doing videos. Where have you heard that before? If you're not doing videos, you might not be in business in the future. Unless, of course, I always caveat, you have a farm, you're working your farm, you have a good sphere of influence, and you feel really solid with that. That's fantastic. But there's a lot of agents that are new to the business, or trying to figure out, they've been doing the basics, but they possibly haven't been doing social media. So I really, really encourage everybody to get a YouTube page, a Google business page, and start doing videos. It's not difficult, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. So let's say that let's say that you do have a YouTube channel, and one of the things that right now, what I learned last month when I went to my Katie Lance social media mastermind group is what's one of the most important things is now not just your subject matter, not just the keywords, not just all those, not just the description, but guess what? I'm going to show it to you right here. It's thumbnails. And look, this is Mr. Beast. Now, Mr. Beast happens to be one of the most successful YouTubers, and he doesn't necessarily talk about real estate, but he's one of these people that just talk about outlandish things like $1 versus $1 million hotel rooms. And that was 5 days ago. And uh, I think I looked at this on Tuesday, maybe Monday. Anyway, he had 42 million views. 42 million views because people wanted to see what hotel rooms across the world were from $1 to $1 million a night. Yeah, anyway, it's a great video, and let me just show you one other thing about him. Let's see here. Put this here, put this down. So if you go to his channel, now he has several channels, but this is the one channel, his main channel, and this is his profile cover is subscribe to win my diamond play button. So right there, bold and big, is a what you get if you subscribe to his channel. That is a great idea, and I would suggest that you all maybe look at that, think about that, and think about what you could say to get people to subscribe to your channel. Subscribe and see my real estate tips every day and get a chance to win a night in Las Vegas. Why not? Why not? You can do that. And then, of course, he has the countdown. And of course, what does a countdown do? It gives people a sense of urgency. So he has a call to action and he has a countdown. And he developed this play button. It's just something that you could use on your thumbnail or whatever, wherever you want to do it. But he took a diamond and he, of course, used the symbol for the video. So you click that and you see the videos. So anyway, just thinking about some creative ideas. And one of the ways is I always tell everybody, now Tom Ferry actually coined this, RIP, rip off and duplicate. I'm not necessarily, and he doesn't mean steal. He means go and get some creative ideas from what other people were doing. So perhaps you can get a creative idea from what Mr. Beast is doing. And that's the whole point of what I'm talking about today. Now, one of the things, let me go back here and show you, is his thumbnails. Thumbnails are big. Thumbnails get attention. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. And certainly, these pictures of him are fantastic. And and then he says, survive 100 days in circle, win $500,000. Now he's always putting that hook out there. And this is his day number 97, where he survived 100 days in circle. And then you want to, I have no idea what that video is about, but I want to watch it, right? So it makes you think about that. And you all live in Las Vegas, for heaven's sakes. And you could come up with some very clever things to get people to watch you. And guess what? When they watch you more, they subscribe, they tell their friends, you get more, the algorithm puts you in front of more people. And voila, all of a sudden you're getting business off of YouTube and or your Google business page. So these things are critical that you have a good thumbnail. And these thumbnails are just reaching out at you. He always has his mouth open, right? Like he's screaming to you. And then he has these really cool titles. So I gave my 100th millionth subscriber an island, and he really did. So, the guy is just phenomenal. And I would go to Mr.Beast. He's got 4 or 5 channels, I think 5 channels, and look at the different ideas he had and try to capture something from those ideas. And let's just watch a brief video of his to further give you some
I
ideas.
rented a $1 million a night hotel room. And I also rented this $1,000 a night cave, this $10,000 a night underwater palace, this $50,000 a night island, and so much more. And we're gonna spend the night in all of them, starting with the world's cheapest hotel all the way in India. Basically, you can rent these mats for $1 a night. So I'm gonna give you guys a room tour. See this mat right here? This is my entire room for the night.
Oh, it's just like my mattress at home minus the comfort. So what's the room service like?
Bro, it's $1. While we were trying to sleep, people kept stepping over us in the middle of the night.
Hey.
If you didn't believe we're in a hallway, there you go. These are the price points of all the hotels we're visiting, and it gets really crazy towards the end of the video. That was the $1 hotel. Now let's head over to the $1,000 a night hotel. It comes with 2 beds, a living room, 1 bathroom. You can see me while I pee, and it's 200 feet below ground. We literally have this entire cave to ourselves.
Are there bats here?
No, but the bed does have stains on
To be
it.
honest with you, at least it's better than a pad in a hallway.
Apparently, caves don't have Wi-Fi.
We're gonna have to enjoy each other's company.
So Chris just got up and left.
Where'd Chris go?
It's getting a little creaky. That actually kind of looks like the entrance to a horror movie. I think this is where we call it a day.
As the night went on, the boys discovered a keyboard right beside my bed.
Oh, no way. Turn the volume up.
Oh, I can perform for you guys. Wicked. They won't let me sleep. Go away. Shut up.
Have you seen my funny bone?
Someone help me. Turns out there's not much else to do in a cave. Now we really start ramping it up. And now we're at the $10,000 a night villa. This place is huge. Boys, let me do the honors. Allow him. Oh my gosh. This place is nice. For $10,000 a night, you get 3 bedrooms,
Could have done without the entire forest on my bed.
What's wrong with a little shrubbery?
bathtubs by the ocean,
Oh my God.
It's like a Chipotle bowl.
It does look like a Chipotle bowl.
access to a private dock,
Look at that.
Is this an infinity pool?
Yes, look. It's infinite.
unlimited food prepared by a private chef.
So I'm going to scroll to Vegas is in here. Yeah, Vegas is in here. So let me scroll to see if I can find that rather quickly. See, we can get to Vegas, and it's in the Palms actually. Oh, there's these guys are going all over the world to for these things. Okay, I think is this it? Let's see.
Hey! Bro, we still didn't get a strike. Now, how much did you guys find?
30?
I
40
love how they don't even know how much money.
Nothing. Every chord.
Hotel opinion, Grady and Chandler had the best room.
This is beautiful.
They had a secret gaming room.
It's a hidden room.
I was just gonna say, like, I can just feel it.
It's a door. They literally had their own butler.
I'm a lucky butler.
And to top it all off, they had their own basketball court.
We made it.
Which room do you two want? Bowling.
Yeah.
You sure? Yes. Which means I didn't think it went above 5.
Important than that?
Yeah.
Come with me right now. It gets better. It's a dude with milkshakes.
Oh my gosh.
This is worth $1 million for me now. What the heck is this?
Is that a robot?
There's literally just dudes breakdancing here all day. This is sick.
After we saw as much as
All righty. Well, that gives you some idea of how outrageous what they're doing is. It's just it's pretty cool, don't you think? I mean, and there's so many things in Vegas that you could go and explore. And if you have children, oh my gosh, children are just great when it comes to video and getting attention and perhaps looking at different things in Vegas. The container park, so many different things to go and make it fun like they did. You know, these hotels are all over the world, of course, but they made it fun. You know, they made all these things fun. And there's so many fun things to do in Vegas. And the conservatory, we just did a blog about the schedule on it and what have you, so that people can go and look at the Christmas is great at the conservatory. And you could just make, you know, think of funny things to say, film it, and then do some funny things about it. I don't know, but there's so many ideas that you can come up with. And then the real estate market. I mean, you can go around and look at what $50,000 would buy you in Las Vegas, what 100,000 would buy you, what 32 million would buy you, and you could have a whole little series, over several weeks of exploring 50,000 or $25,000 homes in Vegas up to 32 million, something like that. But anyway, you need to start getting creative. And of course, Gary Vaynerchuk has told us for years that, well, guess what? You're going to become a media channel, and you're going to have to learn to have content that's entertaining and exciting, and what people want to know. They don't care about you. They care about this kind of stuff. They don't care about Mr. Beast. They care about the things he does and the things he knows and the places he goes. So you need to think about that when you're thinking about your social media strategy for 2023. We will briefly touch on it in the class, Be the CEO of Your Life, which, let's see, I look at my calendar here. I think it's the 28th. Yeah, it's the 28th. Go to be.vegas, sign up for it. And we're going to explore a few different things, tips about social media, putting those plans into your 2023 business plan. You have to do it, and video is where it's at. And your brand can be amazing. It can really be amazing. You just have to have a hook. Don't forget that. And a great hook is only content, best practice that actually matters. And Facebook's been telling everyone since 2015 that users spend an average of 1.7 seconds with a piece of mobile content before deciding to swipe away, a blink of an eye. So if you're going to spend time agonizing over all of this within your content plans, it should be whether your hooks are strong enough to capture attention. And so that's really, really important. Mr. Beast is the king of the hook, and his 108 million subscribers. Can you believe that? He has 108 million people that subscribe to him, and they make him the 5th most followed YouTuber of all time, and which isn't by accident. He's obsessive about his content. He won't even post if he can't figure out a hook. That's true. His manager recently revealed that Beast canned a $500,000 video when he couldn't figure out a proper thumbnail. That's getting pretty anal or ridiculous, whichever. And last week, Casey Neistat, one of his associates, talked about authenticity. And today, you can look at these things, and he built content hooks, and then what his brands are. His brand is Mr. Beast. And so what is your brand? Your brand is probably your name. But then you have to have some kind of something attached to that. The look, the hook, the content. It all has to flow. And a hook refers to the first few seconds, that within the video content. What we just say 1.7 seconds to capture somebody. But we should widen that definition also to include immediately visible elements of a social post. And they differ a bit per industry, but it's worth considering. The thumbnail for YouTube and for Instagram. Instagram, you've got the grid. You've got to have interesting pictures there, thumbnails, and they need to be crispy, not blurry. They need to be taken with maybe not a camera. I mean, maybe not an iPhone. Maybe you need to get a camera, not necessarily your Android or your iPhone. So that's the still image that's previewing the content. And then the title, the hook, YouTube, Twitter threads, podcasts, self-explanatory. You've got to be able to hook people. Look at that. You know immediately that you're going to be seeing a $1 hotel room up to $1 million hotel room. You're going to be seeing, let's say, a $25,000 Las Vegas house up to a $32 million Las Vegas house. How cool is that? I mean, people all over the world would want to see that. Anyway, and then your video hook, it's the first frames of the video content. So those are like the 3 secret ingredients for you to start a successful YouTube channel that's going to get subscribers. And then there's a whole other world after that, but at least get started. And I love you all. It's Wednesday. We have a class tomorrow, risk reduction. And there's a new, it's a virus, but it's malware, it's spyware, and it's come out, and it's called Pegasus, and it goes on your phone. It targets people and it goes on their phones, and you don't even have to click something for it to get on your phone, and it steals all your data. Anyway, we're going to learn tomorrow about it, and then we're going to learn the 3 steps you need to take to get rid of it, or make sure that you don't have it already lurking in there and you don't know it. Anyway, that's just one of many, many things. Kane, our technical expert on all of these malwares, hackers, all these different subjects that he covers. And you will be amazed. People just love the class. They're blown away by the things that they didn't realize were happening behind the scenes in our social media world. There's nothing we can do about it except know how to stop it, stop the threats, stop all the people trying to steal your data, stop all the people trying to commit wire fraud. And you're going to learn all of that tomorrow in 3 hours, and be aware. And it's a great class, and he always is adding new things, just like this new spyware virus that came out called Pegasus. Anyway, see you all. Hopefully go to be.vegas, sign up. I love you, and I will see you Friday.